So the beauty of Vermont continues to amaze me, and it's reminding me of a theory about the Camino that I've been actually, in my mind at least, applying to the Appalachian Trail, which is that the trail is broken up into three sections. And the first section in the south being really the focus on the body and kind of getting our bodies prepared for this journey. And the second part being about the mind and kind of the mid-Atlantic states, mainly even when we got into Virginia, we started getting into this green tunnel and you went inward. There really wasn't a lot of outer views. So you focused on the mind and you went inward. And now since, I guess, Massachusetts, we're starting to get these bigger views, and certainly it's expanding in Vermont. And when we get to New Hampshire, it's just gonna open up tremendously. We're into the spiritual section now, and it's so exciting. Everyone is really excited about getting into New Hampshire, into the White Mountains. We've heard so much about the beauty of the White Mountains, and I can't wait to see them. Right before getting into New Hampshire, there's a famous tradition of jumping into the White River, which I participated in. That's not me up there. That's Chili Pepper and some other people, but I did do it. It was a lot of fun, and it was actually scarier than I thought it would be. It took me a while to get the nerve to actually jump off. It doesn't look like it from that angle, but it's pretty frightening. But what's fascinating is then right across the street, there's a woman named Linda who calls all of the thru hikers over and cooks for us and has soda for us. It's just the most amazing trail magic, and she's so generous. She made breakfast for us. We actually she has a part above her garage where she has some beds and some couches that thru hikers are allowed to sleep on, and we certainly took her up on that, and it was a great place to crash before we got into New Hampshire. So this is the famous bridge that connects Vermont and New Hampshire. We're just about to cross over, and it's really exciting to think that we've actually gone through 12 states already, and we just have two more to go, New Hampshire and Maine. It's really quite exciting. This is the home of Betsy and Bill Maslin, who are two of the most amazing trail angels on the Appalachian Trail. They really have gone above and beyond. They take in up to a dozen thru hikers a night sometimes when needed. But more than that, Betsy has actually created a list and recruited other volunteers in the two towns of Norwich and Hanover, are notorious for not having a lot of affordable places for thru hikers to stay. They've recruited this list of volunteers that the list goes around with numbers you can call if you need a place to stay or a ride around town, and it is just such an invaluable resource for us. And Betsy actually told us that evening why she did it, and it's because her son, many years ago, I guess about 10 years ago, did a thru hike, and he got ill in the south, and a family took him in for, I think, more than a week. And she was just so grateful that this wonderful family was watching out for her son and taking care of him, that she asked them what she could do to pay back, and they just said, pay it forward to future thru hikers. And I think she's more than paid that back, and we're just so grateful to her and to all the volunteers in Hanover and Norwich who do this. And this is Andrew. Andrew gave us rides at least 3 times all over town. Whenever we needed a ride, Andrew was there, and it was just so amazing. So I'd like to thank all of you volunteers in Norwich and Hanover. Thank you so much. This is the view from Holt's Ledge. We're coming up on a very famous AT Legends house, Bill Ackerley, who unfortunately passed away just this May. Very sad. His family is going to keep this around this year. I don't know if they will after this year, but this year apparently we can still go and get free water and free ice cream, and apparently we can even camp out there, which I'm hoping is still the case, so that we have a place to camp. So we're going up Smarts Mountain, and you can see we're starting to get to really steep elevations. We have some wooden stairs, and then we have rebar up above there, so getting real steep. Well, now I know how Mount Cube got its name. These huge boulders that are pretty vertical, that are pretty square. Yeah, this is a pretty intense up. We're not in the whites yet. This is, I think, the final big mountain before Moosilauke in the whites. So it's kind of prepping us a little for what we're gonna see. A lot of straight ups with this kind of thing. So interesting. Whew. So the most unexpected and fun things happen on the Appalachian Trail. I had come out of the woods and was waiting for the group, and there was a road there, and there was a guy that was parked there talking to some other thru hikers, and he came over to me and he said, "Can I do anything for you?" And I said, "No, I think I'm good." He said, "Would you like a place to stay tonight?" And he said, "I have a farm, and we have a sugar farm, a maple sugar farm, and love to have thru hikers stay there, or you can tent out in the yard." And it was so generous, and my friends came out, and so we all went up there, took him up. He drove us up to this beautiful sugar farm that's been in his family for a long time, and turns out that Peter Thompson and his family have been welcoming thru hikers for generations, and his mother was actually one of the first trail angels, because Grandma Gatewood came through there. The trail apparently went right behind the farm back in the day, and she came up to knocked on the door, asked for some help and a meal, and he told us the story.
And my mother came to the door, and she said, "I'm Emma Gatewood, and I am the first lady to go the whole distance of the AT. Now, what do you have for supper, Mrs. Thompson?" She took her right in.
That's wonderful.
The bold woman right there. That's awesome.
And you're this one. You're this one right
Yeah,
there.
this is me. I was probably either 12 or 13 maybe, I don't know.
Was this on her first hike?
This was the first one, 67,
Look at the
and
bag.
then she went back at 69.
So we're just about to enter the White Mountains, and the excitement on the trail is palpable. I mean, we've all been waiting for this, and I'm so excited to share with you the images I've gotten already. And so I have a little preview for you. I couldn't hold back and wait, so I'm going to share with you a couple of the images I have. This is just a taste of some of the things to come.